Good morning, friends. Happy Friday. Happy 4th of July weekend. I want to share something that God has been showing me lately, and that is to stop trying to prove something to myself and to let Christ prove himself through me. And over the past months, there's a lot of things I've been trying to do in my own strength. There's things that I've been really striving to make happen. And I think a lot of it comes down to pride and confidence in my own abilities, confidence in figuring out problems or solving problems. And a lot of that, I've had to just surrender that to the Lord because it's kind of like a car that's stuck in the mud and spinning its wheels. And when it's not making progress, all it can do is just keep spinning its wheels faster, and it doesn't work. And so God has been showing me the importance of surrender, not just one time surrender, but a daily surrender. Make surrender a habit in the morning, in the evening, after you're done with your day. And I kind of visualize a burden that I'm carrying. Maybe it's a whole bunch of logs, or maybe it's just a really heavy backpack. And I visualize myself lifting that burden off and just sending it up to heaven, sending it up to Jesus and saying, "Here, take this burden." Because we can't carry the burden of what we do in ministry, especially. We can't shoulder that burden ourselves. Otherwise, we wouldn't need Jesus. Um, Jesus is the one who carries the load. His yoke is light, and it's in his weakness. It's in our weakness when he is strong. You know, there's been times when I felt inadequate. I felt like I'm not doing enough. I'm not enough. And God has been showing me, yes, that's kind of true. And I've been surprised, like, wait, that's not a very like feel good message, but that's actually a hopeful message that we are inadequate without Him. And if you're feeling inadequate, maybe that's the start of realizing that we can't do things in our own strength. We need Jesus. We need Christ working through us. And we need to first, the starting line of that is to first surrender all of the burdens that we're trying to carry. If we're trying to prove something to ourselves, prove something to God in our work and what we do, maybe we need to take that burden off and give it to God. Hope this is encouraging, and I hope you have a great weekend.